During dusk, a U.S. military pilot reported an unusual contact during an ISR mission. ISR stands for Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance. According to the Range Fouler Debrief Form, the contact was observed at an altitude of approximately 18,000 feet. The report states that the contact was moving, but what makes this case stand out is not just one object. It is what happened after the pilot began tracking it. The pilot reported seeing the initial object fly through the screen and started tracking it. Then, another object appeared. It was described as being the same size and shape as the first object, but moving at a much higher speed. At one point during the tracking, there were 3 objects on the screen at the same time. They appeared to be moving amongst each other. This is why the Japan case is important. It is not just a vague sighting. It is a report connected to a military sensor screen, an ISR mission, and a pilot's debrief. The form does not identify the objects. It does not say they were aircraft. It does not say they were drones. And it does not say they were extraterrestrial. It simply documents that the pilot observed and tracked moving contacts that could not be confidently identified from the available information. The report marks the object's shape as other. It also indicates apparent propulsion, but many important details remain limited or redacted. That matters, because when a case has missing data, we have to be careful. A moving object on a sensor screen can have several possible explanations. It could be another aircraft at a different distance. It could be a drone. It could be birds or debris close to the sensor. It could be a parallax effect, where motion appears unusual because of the aircraft's own movement. It could also be a sensor-related artifact. But the report remains interesting because of the sequence described by the pilot. First, one object was tracked. Then, a second object of the same size and shape passed it at a much higher speed. Then, 3 objects appeared on the screen at the same time. For an official debrief, that is a detail worth examining. This does not prove alien technology. It does not prove a secret craft. And it does not prove hostile intent. But it does show that military personnel are documenting encounters that remain unresolved. The value of this case is not in speculation. The value is in the record itself. A pilot saw something on the sensor. The contact was moving. The object was tracked. More objects appeared. And the event was serious enough to be documented in an official Range Fouler Debrief Form. That is what makes the Japan UAP case worth a closer look. Official files. Unresolved skies. This is Beyond the Radar.